Next up on the call is Texas Southern head coach Darrell Asberry. Texas Southern fell short to Alcorn by a score of 20-13 this week. They're in Ruston to face Grambling State at 2 p.m. Good morning, Coach. Are you with us?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good. If you talk about your game last week with Alcorn and preview Grambling this coming week.
Yeah, it was a tough loss this past weekend, a tough homecoming loss, should I say. And I thought my kids, they're getting better every week. Kids are playing hard, and we're just now getting back healthy at the receiver position. We were down 3 starting receivers, and all these guys are back healthy now. It just was a tough loss. The game could have went either way. Yeah, it was 13-13 for the longest, and we came up on the short end of the stick. I thought in the first half we played well offensively, we sputtered defensively, and then in the second half the coin flipped where our defense turned around and played well, and offensively we sputtered. But then we decided to pick it up, but it was a little too late. Turnover got us down the end. But these kids are playing hard. We're still young and we're growing.
All right, questions now for Texas Southern head coach Darrell Asberry.
Coach, your take on your quarterback landing the SWAC Offensive Player of the Week honors.
Well, I thought Tazi, he played well with some things that we both felt, he and I, that he could have done better. Some decision making, but he'll get better. He'll get better because he's just a redshirt sophomore. So this young man has 3 years to grow, and who knows what will happen from there. We have a team full of young players, so we're young, and this whole football team is going to get better.
Still got time for questions for Darrell Asberry, head coach at Texas Southern.
Coach, you guys were next on schedule to take on Grambling after Jackson State. Given what's happened last week, were you kind of worried or concerned if you guys were going to have a game this weekend?
No, we're gonna prepare like we're gonna play a game, and I'm sure it will be a game. Hopefully, they'll come back and finish the season. But we're gonna, we had a practice yesterday. We're off today, and then we get our day started back on tomorrow. Weights in the morning, and then we're going to continue the game plan, breaking film down, and preparing for these guys.
Mm-hmm. What's kind of your, you said that you guys are going to play Grambling, you're going to look over film later on Grambling. How, I guess, just kind of preview a little bit about what you guys are preparing for against Grambling. You said you guys are going to look at film tomorrow, but from right now, what do you guys kind of feel like you need to gear up for?
Well, 2 things is a plus for us, that the defensive coordinator is still there. Coach Winston, who's now in the interim, and the offensive coordinator, Brian Brown, those 2 guys are still in place. So the film the last games that we have on them will be very helpful to us. So as long as that doesn't change, then, we'll feel comfortable going in and breaking down film and preparing these young men. We're not going in blind, should I say.
Mm-hmm.
Still got questions for Darrell Asberry, head coach at Texas Southern.
Coach, your thoughts on the Grambling situation that's happened?
It's always a tough situation when you go on strike and then you have to forfeit the game. I was a part of Jackson State's football team when Coach Gordon was was there, and we went on strike. And I was also part of a program at Jackson State when the boys went on strike with Coach Carson. But they were, we all went on strike because we didn't want to practice in the morning anymore. With Coach Carson, it worked. But with Coach Gordon, it didn't change anything. So, you hate that happened. But, if the facilities are the way that they say they are, these kids have a voice. These kids have an opinion. And hopefully their administration would do something about it and get their facilities, where it needs to be, because not just Grambling, but all HBCUs, if we have facility problems, it's tough to even recruit. It's tough to get the players that the Alabama and the LSU doesn't get. It's tough to get those guys if you don't have facilities to recruit. But I think it's not fair to us as coaches if you hold us to a standard of winning ball games and getting academics done. If you don't have the facilities for academics, and you don't have the facilities to recruit the players, I don't think it's fair that the administration holds us accountable as coaches and hold those kids accountable as players to go out and get their best effort if they're not accommodated properly. From a coaching perspective, we're going to always look at it differently in some ways that administration does. Fortunately, I don't have those problems here. My administration has done a great job of getting our academics in place. We're working on our plans for our facility here with football. So, but I do understand those young men's pain. I do feel it's bad that the coaches have to go through that. But those kids do have an opinion, and they voiced it.